I also mentioned that we have different types of methods to read a variable from using ref, right? Once we have access to ref, we have different ways of reading it. First one is ref.watch. Second one is something like, let's just name it name read. So you have ref.read, and then you can call it name provider. So what is the difference between ref.watch and ref.read? Well, ref.read is a one-time thing only. So when you just want to read the name of the provider, so like we have this, so we want to read the value of the name provider just once, then we use ref.read. However, if you want to continuously keep listening so that you get to know if there are any changes or no changes, you can use watch. So generally it's recommended not to use ref.read in build method. It should generally be used outside of the build method when you have a stateful widget. And it's generally recommended that you use watch inside of the build function and not outside of the build function. We're going to take a look into some example, and things will get much more clearer when we have other types of provider. You'll notice the differences and you'll notice when to use what. In our case, we just have a provider for now, so things might get confusing. You might also think, what's the purpose of watching a provider when it's only a read-only widget, right? We can't update the value of provider outside. So if we have name provider, we can't go and change it over here. Meaning if I want to change it, so example, we have name provider and I want to change it. Suppose I want to assign a value to it. I can't do it something like this, right? I just can't do this. You can see it gives us an error. Or generally this is done using the ref, because ref gives us access to these methods. So we have ref dot watch name provider, and then if you try to set it equal to something else, it won't happen. It's just not possible for providers. So there are two important questions that you'll have.